You know what the going on. What's going on, my good people? This your boy, Life Up the Entertainer, here to bring you some action with Texas Southern, okay? This is the only show footage I can find outside of the footages I already graded. So, you know, if you want to see my past battle with Texas Southern Grambling, please click on that link above, okay? But Texas Southern, I've pretty much seen majority of their season. They have had a phenomenal season. Can't really complain about their season at all. Okay, so this is them when they went to Berkeley College, California Berkeley College. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what they perform here. You know, they did have a fifth quarter, but we're not gonna grade that. You know, it's pretty much crowd pleaser entertainment. You know, we're not gonna grade that. But you know, this is more so for halftime footage. Okay. This will go into their record as well. Depending on how they do, we'll put an insight on their record. If they do not do good, it does not count as a loss. So, you know, it's either they get a dub or they don't get a dub. So it really depends on them in this footage, okay? One thing I would say as well is that this is not me bashing the band organization. This is me to educate others and uplift this band program and possibly bring more recruitment to their band organization. Okay, so if you're down with the cause, please consider liking and subscribing. Okay, one thing I would add as well is that, you know, this is my fair take on their field show. So just because I put arrows on a band member or a bandsman does not mean that I am singling them out or bashing them. This is just me giving educational things for people to look at so they know what to look at in the future, so they can be educated on the masses on what to look for in a future field show if they want to find out who was the better band instead of basing it off of breakdown and sound. Okay? So, you know, you kind of get what I'm getting at. But please look to the cards next to me so you know we were grading for halftime. We're grading entrance, songs, formation, dances, and breakdown. And creativity. Maximum points they can make all together is 25. With that creativity, they can possibly round it to a possible 30. It really depends on the band organization and what they present to the public and what they will receive from me. Okay? So, it definitely depends on what they got. Now, my expectations. Entrance, I'm expecting the entrance to look clean with the drum majors. The drum majors do what they need to do. Handle their business as far as looking clean. The band marching onto the field, looking nice. Songs, if the band is stationed, I'm expecting the songs to sound nice. I'm not expecting the band I'm not going to take off when the band's marching because the sound shakes, okay? When it comes down to formations, I'm looking for 8 to 5, step-off issues, and symmetry, okay? So that's when them arrows will come in, okay, if I have to dock them off or anything. For the dancers, I'm expecting the dancers to look clean, like they're not second-guessing themselves, that it looks presentable. As far as breakdown, I'm expecting at least 3 breakdown features. At least 3 breakdown features, okay? So, you know, and I'm also expecting them to put the energy in it and not them just kind of just going through the motions, okay? So I need the energy, them going through the motions, and it look clean for breakdown, okay? So with that being said, also if they're able to make at least a 27, they would get a passing grade from me. At least a 27, or if they were able to get 5 in all those categories besides creative, they would get a passing grade from me. So they got 2 ways to get a dub. If they don't get it, it's all good. At the end of the day, they still got an impressive record for the season. So with that being said, let's get into it. gonna slap
Hi,
step
I'm
out.
Amber Glenn.
Got some minor step off issues here. It's minor. there. Let's get that a grade. Let's get that a grade. Not bad at all, man. Very entertaining. Very, very entertaining field show from them. Let's give it a grade. So let's calculate these grades up, okay? So entrance is a 5, songs is a 5, formations a 4, dance is a 5, breakdowns a 4, creativity is a 4, okay? They got them a 27, That is a passing grade for me, ladies and gentlemen. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all, they deserve a well-deserved dub, okay? Not bad at all, okay? Minor critique, there was just some small 8 to 5 issues from what I can gather. In this angle, I couldn't really spot out anything wrong from the position, but I saw just a little minor 8 to 5 issues here and there. The dancers did good. Breakdown. If they had one more breakdown feature, I probably would have gave them a 5. Okay. I feel like there was some parts also that could be a tad bit cleaner, but it wasn't bad. I also feel like it could have been a little bit more creative points in there as far as the field show is concerned. I mean, they just needed one more and they would have been straight. I feel like the dancers are really the ones that brought them the most creative points, more so the dancers did. Okay. Drummer just kind of helped them out a little bit, but I just feel like they just needed just a little bit of extra oomph, and that would have been it for me. But it was a solid field show overall, and it was very entertaining. Very, very entertaining. I enjoyed that, and they got that passing grade for me. So, well-deserved dub. Well-deserved dub from Texas Southern. Now, this is their official record for the season, ladies and gentlemen. This was very, very interesting season for Texas Southern, okay? One thing I would like to highlight for Texas Southern season, and one thing I really enjoyed about them, is that their book was very phenomenal for me, okay? They really went pound for pound with a couple bands, okay? Really went pound for pound for a couple bands, and they really handled their business, okay? And that's one thing I really enjoyed about Texas Southern this year, okay? They really went toe-to-toe with some giants and handled business, okay? They might have had a couple of hiccups here and there, but Texas Southern, for the majority, was handling business majority of this season. So I can't even get mad at them for this. They did phenomenal, man. Like, great season. Great season. I really enjoyed them a lot. I really enjoyed them a lot. So, with that being said, we got, as far as the list is concerned, we got FAMU next on the list as far as grading their field shows. So if you like this type of this type of content, please consider liking and subscribing. But next on my list is FAMU. So if you FAMU alumni or you like to look into other HBCUs and interested, please consider being a part of this family. Okay. But we got FAMU next on the list, and then after FAMU we got Grambling, and then after Grambling we got Alabama A&M. And, I'm going to do another poll to see what else we need to grade up less, and then we'll be pretty much done with the SWAC. And then we'll be moving on to the SEEK. Okay? So, with that being said, I really appreciate y'all for watching the video. Enjoyed y'all. And, I really enjoyed watching Texas Southern this season. So, really appreciate y'all, man. I want to give a special shout out to my channel member. Thank you so much for being part of this family. It means so much to me, okay? Just, you rocking with your boy this long says a lot, that your dedication and, you really enjoy the content. So, really appreciate you, man. I'm finna get up out of here, man, like I tell you always. Deuces.